Welcome back to the shop. I want to show you a little quick tech tip today. We're working with a piece of 2.5-inch mandrel bend. It's 409 stainless. The material isn't really that important of what it is, but how to find the center of that bend, is I'm going to be putting on a couple of turbo flanges onto that thing. So I know this is 2.5-inch 2.5-inch OD tube. My inside here, the legs are it's supposed to be 5.5, but we're looks like 5 11/16, 5 5/8 is what we're at there on the inside. Up here it's probably 5.5, right at the edge of the bend. So we want to cut this right in half. So half of 5.5 is 2 3/4. Does that sound right? Yeah, 2 3/4. So I'm going to take that 2 3/4. That's my half. I'm going to take just a simple 18-inch carpenter square. So I've got 2 3/4, and we're going to add to that the diameter of the pipe here, the tube, and we're going to add 2 3/4 to 2.5 being the diameter. We're going to come up with 5 1/4. So we come down here, find our 5 1/4 mark, and we're going to mark it out. Now it may not be exact every time here. There's 5 1/4. I'm hoping you guys can see that. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. I got this GoPro strapped to my head, so it's kind of hard to see what it's doing exactly. But we're 5 1/4 there. I'll put my blue line there. I'll run this around the other side. And we might be just shy of 5 1/4 there. Let me line that up. Yeah, we're right at 5 inches. So we'll try and delete that line. And we'll go with 5 1/8. You just split the difference a little bit. So I got a line there at 5 1/8. That is our center line. That's going to be the center of that bend. And I also got a gear clamp here. And gear clamps are incredible pieces for either marking your cut or using it as an actual guide. The problem with having a gear clamp on a bend is it will want to, unless you're directly center of the bend, it's going to be just a little off kilter there, you know, depending on what side of the line you're on. So you can loosen it off and, you know, hold it to the side, then mark your line around. And you got a fairly close idea of where you're going to cut your line, where your cut is going to be. Now I can't get my gear clamp off. Not that it's important that it's off, but yeah. Anyway, find the center of a bend that way. And I mean, if you got more specialized tools, you can find any angle of the bend. I got some more specialized tools here. And I've got an angle finder here as well. I've got others as well, but I mean, you can get pretty close to where you want to be and get you a good idea of what you're doing, where you want to cut. So there's another quick tech tip. Again, keep on figuring things out your own way. Thanks for watching. And here's what we got. Very even after cut. Oop. So it's a good little trick. This one you don't have to figure out your own way. I already did it for you. Use it, do better, be better.